Hello and welcome to Mobilizz's 2021 Q3 Summary Update. Mobilizz, based in Toronto, has been helping fleets save money since 2002 through our unique solutions-based approach to telematics. This presentation will run approximately 10 minutes and will cover all of the key items that have been announced or updated in Q3 of this year. Now, there's a good amount of info and some of this may be new to you. So should you have any questions about any of the information provided to you today, be sure to contact your account executive or feel free to get in touch with me directly. And now we'll take you to today's agenda. We'll cover 4 main topics: general and market updates, Mobilizz updates, hardware and software updates, and looking ahead. So to start with, we've got our general and market updates. So Canada has dropped the PCR test requirement to enter Canada for trips to the US under 72 hours. This should bring good news to people and businesses across the country and hopefully improve your operations. Fuel costs are up ballpark 40% since this time last year and are expected to hit $2 a liter in Canada by December 2022. So you definitely want to be looking at ways to cut your fuel costs and or qualify for fuel tax rebates, which we can certainly help you with. So contact your account executive to get these discussions going. And as you already know, the lead time of vehicles is still quite long. Now it's important as ever to maximize your fleet utilization. We've got reports to help you monitor that, so please get in touch. And inflation is on everyone's mind now and going into 2022. So how do you plan for it? Work it into your costs and adjust your business. Certainly, we suggest you want to start planning all of this right now. All the carriers in the US are sunsetting their 3G networks in 2022, which is a fancy term for shutting down. So the dates are as follows. We've got AT&T as February 22. Sprint is January 22. T-Mobile is July, and Verizon is in December. So if you have not yet ordered upgrades, please do so as soon as possible. And if you are Canadian based, but drive to the US frequently, you will also need to upgrade. So please get in touch with us. All of our customers who are affected have been notified and spoken with. But if you have not yet placed your order, be sure to get on it right now. Now, for the Canadian viewers, ELD has been a hot topic for the last 10, 12 months. So this was a federal mandate, but now the Ministry of Transportation has made the amendment for it to be included in the Ontario Highway Traffic Act, i.e. all fleets, commercial fleets in Ontario that currently require hours of service now will need to switch to ELD for June 12, 2022. So, and once Ontario does this, the rest of the provinces usually start to follow suit. So we will certainly keep you posted when we hear from those other provinces. So then, of course, you're obviously still wondering about the actual certification of the hardware. The good news is we've got definitely a commitment from Neil Cause to getting this done and getting Geotab certified. In speaking with their ELD team recently, we know that there is absolutely nothing to worry about. All the tests have been submitted, and now the results are just being reviewed, and we should expect the approval process to happen in the next little while. So now we move to the Mobilizz company specific updates. As a reminder, we've got a referral program. So if you know someone who could use telematics in their fleet or are interested in seeing what we have to offer, send them our way. And then you both get a $10 Amazon gift card just for us to have a phone call. It's free money. So let's go. We've standardized our shipping pricing. So now it's $20 flat, no matter how much you order, no matter where you are located, $20 every single time for a hardware order. Now, I was very honored to be interviewed by our friends at the Transportation Exchange podcast talking about everything telematics, fuel tax rebates, and so on. It was a fun episode. We had a great time. It's only about 25 minutes in length, so be sure to check it out wherever you listen to your podcasts. And the Transportation Exchange, they've got a lot of great fleet-related interviews that they post twice a month. So this is definitely a great one to add to your regular listening. And as fuel costs rise and electric vehicles become more common within fleets, we wanted to help our customers better prepare. So we held a 30-minute webinar with Matthew Carter, EV Solutions Engineer with Geotab, to present what is currently possible within the platform for EVs and what is on their development roadmap. So even if EVs are a remote consideration for your fleet, then this is one you definitely want to watch. It's on our YouTube page, so take a look, or just copy or type in this YouTube URL into your web browser to view it directly. Now we get on to the hardware and software updates. So last quarter, we announced delays of 8 to 12 weeks on getting any new hardware that has a SIM card in it, such as Go devices. That's slowed down somewhat in Canada, with lead times being 4 to 8 weeks, but remaining 8 to 12 weeks in the US, especially with the 3G sunset taking place in the United States. Devices are going to be in very high demand just for that, and those are taking priority. So certainly plan accordingly and plan ahead. And because of the shortage, Go devices are still going to be auto activating after 60 days of ship. And on a new hardware announcement, iOX battery is available to test in beta. This provides backup power to the Go device. And so a very useful tool if you need to ensure you never lose connectivity. So if power does go down to the Go device, iOX battery will automatically keep the device charged, or not charged, but keep the device powered. So moving over to software updates, there's now a self-serve support option in My Geotab. Take a look. This can be very helpful when you need a quick reminder on how to do something, or you're needing to train somebody new on a particular task. For those of you with fleets of users over 500 in quantity, the map or list of vehicles or users always maxed out at 500, which was a little annoying. So this has been removed for list sizes of up to 10,000. So now you can just toggle between pages and you don't have to get maxed out. Now, switching to ELD for a moment, the asset inspection, as it is now called, or the DVIR, was always exception-based in that the driver would only tick off anything that was defective. So now you can select parts in the list that are required to inspect. This means that the driver needs to tick off either inspected or defective. This has been a demand for quite some time now, and happy to announce that it's now live. And the 2103 updates, which were announced in early August, are now live across all databases. So be sure to check out the list on the blog post if you haven't gone through them to make sure that you are up to date on everything. We've got now our highlights for reports and add-ins that are totally free. This quarter, we're looking at device connectivity and just overall general health. Having constant device communication is the utmost importance, so staying on top of it is actually quite easy with these reports. So number one, we've got the Watchdog report by minute, and this report monitors the health of your devices by identifying short-term connectivity issues. So anything over 30 minutes. The Watchdog report that's currently pre-baked into the portal looks at devices that haven't communicated for over 1 day. So this certainly gets you a more of a tighter time frame and more of a detailed, granular look at your device communications. And then we've got the device unplug report, which has been great for our customers. This report identifies unplug events, whether it's been due to power issues or installation issues. Now, in quite a few instances, customers have easily found that the ECM was dropping power and it was not a device or installation issue. And this report is what identified that. And now finally, to make life a little easier for drivers, there's what's called the COVID Guardian add-in for the Drive ELD app. So this helps drivers find things such as grocery stores, parking lots that are open and working, where to find an available washroom, and so on. This is somewhat more applicable for long haul drivers, but I'm sure local ones can certainly find it helpful as well. Now, our fourth and final section, looking ahead, some things to keep ahead on. Said this again, we've said it before, we're going to say it again and again. Lead times for hardware are very, very delayed, so be sure to plan your needs accordingly. ELD certification in Canada is coming. It should be by the end of 2021, fingers crossed. I say should, it's not a definite, but we certainly will immediately announce it when we have it. And we've got a lot of great partners, so we're putting out monthly webinars with those partners, one of them being the EV webinar that we did in October. So certainly keep your emails peeled for the next one that we have coming up. And finally, always remember that we're here to help you and your businesses. We always welcome feedback, whether it's good or bad. So don't hesitate to call, email with any questions or concerns, or if you just want to call and pump our tires, we'd love to hear from you. If you currently don't get our newsletter, be sure to subscribe, as a lot of important updates and info does get communicated here. You can scan this QR code, or you can just go to the URL here in the bottom left corner of the screen, and that will take you to the sign up page. Also, make sure follow us on social media if you don't already. A lot of updates, especially last minute announcements, will get communicated here, so certainly a good one to follow us here. And that's it for today. Thank you very much for your time. We hope that this was informative for you, and we're excited to keep performing these and providing these for you on a quarterly basis. Should you have any questions about any of the information that was presented here today, be sure to contact your account executive, or feel free to get in touch with me directly. Have a wonderful week and be safe.